Well, what's going on, family? And welcome to the Content Creators University. Yep, we are here straight from the Metaverse, and we are live right now. I want to say shout out to all the folks that are actually joining us right now in the chat. I've seen you, James Hicks. I've seen you, Shika, and all the folks that are joining. Yes, we have something amazing to talk about today. I'm looking on this side because I want you to be able to see me in the mirror. Now, of course, we're talking about why you should invest in the Metaverse today. Guess what, folks? I have this on my head. I can't see you. I can only see in the Metaverse right now, and my microphone is right in front of me. I'm doing something that I personally never seen done before. And yes, we are using an encoder called Ecamm Live to encode this to the web. And we are live on multiple platforms, right? We're right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. We're also live on our website. My website is jphightek.com, family. That's what we're live on right now. And what do we do every single week? If you're new to the channel, let me let you know. My name is Jay Hightek, and this is the Content Creators University. Every single week, we have a guest. We call them professors. And they come here to teach us things that we need to know in order to elevate the things that we do, get better at creating, and also monetizing the things that we're creating, right? Making money from our creation. That's crucial, family. We have to be able to do those type of things. So today, we have a guest that's about to talk to us about why we should invest into the metaverse. What is it in it for you? You and me. That's what we're doing today. Also, we have our app, family. Join the community, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. Download the app, JP Hightek TV, and let's get this party started. See you soon. What's going on, everybody? This is the Content Creators University from the Metaverse. You heard me. We're doing things differently. We're using technology to show you what's possible. Hey, like you guys know, today we're talking everything Metaverse, and I'm not going to be here by myself. I have my one and only guest, Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn, where you at?
Man, I'm in here, man. I'm so excited. Yes, we finally made it to Wednesday. Man, I am so excited about this. Y'all see this? We're in the Metaverse right now. I'm just, man, I don't know what to say.
All right, so before we get anything started, I want you to go ahead, introduce yourself to the folks. Tell them who you are and why you're so awesome, brother.
Man, okay, I'm going to just give it real simple. It's your boy, Jay Dunn. I am definitely a content creator, motivator, CEO, and now Metaverse evangelist, a person who's out here in the world trying to get more people connected into the Metaverse. That's who I am.
That's what I'm talking about. And okay, we cannot do the entire interview right here in the Metaverse. We're going to step out just to give people some more realism, right? And we're going to talk about how you can do the same thing, what's possible, and why you should jump in. Stay with me right after the intro. We'll be right back.
JP, like your production is amazing. I love your show. And I'm just so happy that we're finally able to make this happen and be on your show. And like, I wish you the very, very best, man. All the best. You're gonna have an amazing, amazing 2022.
I am impressed. Having a little bit of envy with your production. So well put together. And I love the value that you're delivering, the questions that you focus on. And I know that you are just trying to get amazing content out to people who are trying to improve and learn and grow every single day.
I am beyond words, man. The level of professionalism here, it's high, bro. It's high. And the good thing is that this is something that you have near to your heart. I can tell that you're very passionate of what you do. I can tell that you take this very serious, and I love it, man, because it reflects in your professionalism outside. So what people see, it's you, man. It's the real you. It's the passion that you have. It's the poise it's definitely something to admire. So I am really, really learning a lot about your production value, and I'm definitely taking some tips for myself.
Where to start? Like mind blowing emoji. Where is it? Just put the graphic up, okay? Designers, put that mind blowing emoji right there over my face. This was so awesome. I truly like the energy is amazing. Being backstage, listen, you gotta get on the show just to be backstage. And the conversation with JP, right? It's really enriching. All silliness aside, I'm a clown, but it's really enriching. I mean, these conversations are thought provoking. The topics, the expertise that you bring from your tech background, the experience that you bring from your guest background, how they just integrate is so beautiful because people are literally able to walk away with something that they can use, not just consume. Because we can be real good at consuming stuff and doing nothing with it. But this, the content creators, allows people to walk away. They got the information. Now they can take the next natural step.
Yo, what's going on, family? I have my guest right here. Hey, folks, like I said, there's a lot of things going on right now, right? We're live straight from the metaverse, and I have my guest right here, Jay Dunn. Before we dive into all of this, family, if you want to join us right now in the metaverse, if you have a Quest 2, guess what? All you have to do is, in your Quest 2, send me a friend request, JP Hightek, and we will add you to the party. You can hang with us right here, okay? This is pretty cool, man. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Jay Dunn, I know you gave them a little introduction earlier before all the ads, but let's take a minute again, talk to them about who you are, because you're doing some phenomenal stuff. For the folks that still don't know who you are, tell them again.
Come on, man. For the people
Jay
in the
Dunn,
back, for the people in the back, for the people in the back of the metaverse.
Exactly.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jay Dunn, and I'm super excited. Number one, to be back on Content Creator University. Man, look, when I first came in, I only had 40 subscribers. And JP saw the light in me. He saw the light in me. And at that time, I was covering Apple products and doing motivational videos. But I just began to, around 80 subscribers, I kind of got stuck. And my wife, my lovely wife, she hit me up and she was like, you know what, baby, you need to start talking about that Quest 2, that thing that you are so in love with, the VR. And I can't tell you if it's a calling or not, but I have become a metaverse evangelist, a person who is pushing the platform forward and really want to make this paradigm shift for everybody, people of color, every race, creed, just belief systems. I'm just super excited about opening the door up for more and more people to get more out of this type of technology.
Well, fantastic. Again, folks, I'm doing something. Jay Dunn and I, we're doing something that we've personally never seen done before. And there's a lot of things happening backstage. So just FYI, if anything is a hiccup, we apologize. But that is whenever you're ahead of a technology, whenever you're doing something new, you just got to dive in and keep moving. Jay Dunn, thank you so much for that amazing introduction. Now, we're talking metaverse. We're talking Quest 2. We're talking investing into the future. For the folks that do not even understand what the metaverse is, what the Quest 2 is, could you take a few minutes, explain to them exactly what are we even talking about, and why do we have these headsets? Some folks might say we're looking like clowns on camera, but why do we have these headsets on our head? What exactly is going on? Let us know.
Come on. All right. So the metaverse for me, I wrote a definition a while back. The metaverse is the digital equivalent of physical existence in well, let me rephrase that. The digital equivalent of physical existence without physical limitations. Okay. So let me say that one more time. The digital equivalent of physical existence without physical limitations. Like right now, we are literally inside of a super technology driven city right now that does not exist today in the real world. So because of that, this technology, like the VR, when we put it on our face, when we put the Quest 2 on our face, we're able to town travel into destinations and places that will be far out of reach, or maybe even more futuristic, or maybe even in the past. Maybe you want to go back to Rome or Italy or different places back in time and before AD, and you want to see dinosaurs, etc. You can see all of that with this technology, and it's just a great way to be immersed into this type of technology. Now, let me say this though. I will say this: these things do look outrageous on the face. So now the technology, this is bleeding edge. It's just like the Content Creator University. This show itself is bleeding edge. What we're doing right now has not been done this way before, right? And so, of course, when you start off, it's not going to have the super thin layer of visor that we're all expecting the future to be like Star Trek, etc. You just put some regular glasses on, and then when the glasses are on, you're able to see everything, right? That's really not what this is yet, but this is just the beginning of it. This is actually the second version. The Quest 2 is the second version of a virtual reality, mixed reality headset. Now, here's the issue that we run into. Virtual reality is the way I look at AR, VR, and XR. Let me just break those down. So VR is what we're in right now, where I'm fully immersed into a digital space. All around me, everything I can see and do, I'm completely covered in a digital world. Well, with AR, that brings digital items in. Augmented reality brings digital items into your reality. So for instance, I'm looking at my table, and my table will have items on it that don't physically exist but digitally exist in the digital but in the real, right? And then XR is what we're actually kind of doing a little bit today, is the mixing of realities, where I'm a little bit in virtual, but I'm also in my real. So you literally right now are live streaming with your camera on us, where we can see each other through our own Quest 2s, but we also have the physical camera streaming our actual bodies and movements. So there you go.
Fantastic. I mean, this is fantastic, and this is something that I honestly believe we need to look into, because this is where the future is leading to, right? And that's the reason why, if you're wondering, you're watching this right now, you're wondering why are we even talking about this. Think about 20, 30 years ago when they were, introducing the internet, right?
Yeah.
A lot of folks are like, what is all that about? But today, everything, literally everything is depending on that. Like, technology has taken over. We're at a peak of a transformation. So if you want to be relevant, right? We are
say that.
Trying to be relevant today. If you want to be relevant, if you really want to touch the crowd, this is where you want to be, right? Because people are spending millions of dollars, and literally people have houses, people have lands, buildings. There's even the Dunverse, which will be released in the future. We're working on the Content Creators University's world in the metaverse, things that will be released in the future, where people can hang out and teleport, right? Of course, we can't teleport physically, but teleport and have meetings, right, with folks where we're face to face in a different world, and you can actually have some dreams that you've been dreaming about come true.
That's it,
right? Your dreams. I said there's some things that you couldn't achieve physically in real life that you will be able to achieve in the metaverse, right? Because this is what this is all about, and folks, you can monetize. So now here's the deal. Why is it that you personally decided to jump into it so hard? Because, I mean, there used to be a time you were not into it, but you decided truly to become, like you said, an evangelist. Why did you decide to do that? I mean, where did that drive come from?
Oh man, that is one of the greatest questions I've ever been asked. So number one, thank you for asking that. That's incredible. Let's go back to the 90s. Let's go back to the big dotcom boom, right? Where the web is becoming the information highway. That's kind of what the metaverse is. It's a big terminology. It scares people. It's like the information highway. That's what we were hearing with AOL and different systems back in the day. But when you dialed up, let's go back to I'm kind of of dating myself a little bit. Let's go back to the 90s. You got the AOL disk, you put it in the computer, you get on the internet for the first time. That realization that you're on this digital thing that has all of this information. No longer do you have to go to the library. You got all these Ask Jeeves and Yahoo that's being birthed and all these great things. And that dot-com boom was when businesses begin to believe and see, oh, in the future, we're going to need our own registered website. So we're going to start buying up all these domains, right, and begin to sell those back to corporations, et cetera. Of course, now that bubble bust years down the line. But in the beginning, it was a money grab, right? It was, we could just get in the door. It's over. But the problem with that is that the type of corporations that get in with that mindset, they're the ones who drive that forward. So when it came to, let's fast forward to VR, I'm a technology person at heart. I'm a nerd at heart. So I've been tinkering and imagining VR since I was a kid. I had a Virtual Boy when I was younger. That Nintendo made it. They were way ahead of their time. You had to lay on the floor and play it and put it against your face, but it still had very much a 3D stereoscopic view that you can see games. But of course, it was only a red screen. It was not a color screen. But let's go ahead and get back to the future. But in 2016, I actually had the Gear VR, which was the precursor to the Quest, where you put a phone, you would slide an Android phone into, I know I said the word Android. I'm sorry. At one time I was a backslider and I had an Android phone. I had an Android phone, so you slide it into this little visor. It's actually sitting in the back of my office right here, and you slide it in, and then you put it on, and you were able to use your phone as a VR device, and that just blew my mind. And Oculus was the ones who created it at that time as well. Oculus got bought out by Meta. And now we fast forward from the Quest 1 to the Quest 2 that we're on right now. And for me, the reason why I really dive so deeply into it is because once I put the headset on and I realized the possibilities that would allow people to begin to build their dream with this, to do teleconferencing with this, to change business. This happened. This thing launched in 2020, right in the midst of, what we was having in the world at that time. And the whole idea of being able to, I wasn't married yet. We were still dating. My wife went and bought the headset, and we were literally able to meet with each other and go on virtual dates. And it just changed the way I saw so many things. And I said, this is the future of everything. This is the future of business. This is the future of even in some forms traveling. This is the future of gaming. This is the future of sports. Everything is going to be changed with this technology. This is the new web. This is Web 3.0. And so I say, you know what? I don't want to be last to this line. I want to be first. I want to be a pioneer. I want to be one of the pilgrims who come into this world and really begin to make a name for it and evangelize it completely.
Whoo, man. I hope you guys are listening to what he's saying.
Oh, yes.
Because this is how you become a fingerprint in the ground. This is how you imprint your, you tattoo this generation, your name onto them, right? So they will be seeing you achieving stuff. And we have not even tapped into the potential for business owners, right? For churches, for content creators. Because remember when YouTube used to just be a platform for fun. Remember those days, folks? YouTube used to just be a platform where you just go for fun. Now, YouTube today has evolved to something where people are living their full-time income to become something called YouTubers, family.
Yes.
All right? So if you're in technology, don't just look at these things and think, it's just something, it's a gimmick. No, it's not. Because if you have companies that are investing millions of dollars into this, you got to imagine what could be done with it for you. Now, of course, family, just to let you guys know real quick, I am getting the friend request. And as I'm speaking, pretty much I'm doing so much at the same time, family. I am accepting your friend request. I am managing this interview. And I am making sure that the comments are coming to the screen. Trust me, there's a lot going on over here. If you want to learn in a masterclass how to actually go live in the VR and do interviews or things like this, go ahead and subscribe, join the Content Creators University, because we will only be showing folks that join the community. All right. Before we jump into the next question, let me show you around, family. Look.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at where we are, man. Look
It's
at where
crazy.
we are, family. This is an amazing world that we are in right now. Look at all this. Look at where we are. This vintage place. And the beauty is you can even change the world. You can change the look of it within the setting, right?
Correct.
And so that is something that is of a beauty. Of course, we're going to go ahead and dive into the second part of this interview. And so the first part, we're doing this with our headset on our head. Folks, it's not easy. So we're going to go ahead and take off this headset. But there's a hack where you guys can still see us, our 3D self, in the VR, even though we're going to have this off our head, right? So we're about to go ahead and do that. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere right after this. Stay with me, Jay Dunn.
Yes, sir.
Hey, family, don't go anywhere. I'm still here with my guest, Jay Dunn, talking about things you need to consider and why you need to invest right now into the metaverse right after this ad. Jay Dunn, stay with me. Don't go anywhere, brother.
You got it.
We'll be right back.
Hi, you guys. James Hicks here from Hicks New Media. And, I wanted to give a few moments and give some shouts and props out to Mr. JP Hightek and his team. Right. I had the privilege of working with JP on some brand and media assets that I wanted worked on within my studio, and everything from the initial conversation to the planning discussions to the constructive feedback and criticism that I was given from him was absolutely spot on. And I thank him. I thank his team for what they've provided me. I definitely look forward to working more and closely with them in the future as my needs evolve. So I really just wanted to tell folks, if you're looking for someone to help you design, build either your website, media kit, some type of branding materials, definitely check out my man JP Hightek and his team. Appreciate you, man.
Hey man, this is DJ Strick, and you're watching Content Creators University with JP Hightek. Man, don't miss a thing. Stay right here.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Good to be here, man. Good to be here. This is amazing, man. This space you've created, phenomenal, bro. Absolutely
Appreciate it.
phenomenal. I'm excited to be here, man.
Thank you,
Excited.
sir.
Content Creators University, man. Woo!
Yes,
Good to be
sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show, Lenita.
What a pleasant surprise. Thank you for the welcome and for the amazing introduction.
All right, family. We are back here. And you guys know a lot of things are happening. Allow me to go ahead and put on my headset right here. Oh, man, this is not easy to do. I want to give a shout out to the folks in the comment section. So many moving parts. Bruno, what's going on, Bruno? Thanks for being here. I see you right there, Shika. Appreciate you being here. Hey, DJ Strick, what's happening? We are in the metaverse today. Again, folks, you can connect with us right now in the metaverse and join the party. My name is JP Hightek in the metaverse. Go ahead and send me a friend request, and we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and bring my guest back onto the stage here where you at. All right, here he is right there.
Yeah, man.
What's
Look,
going
man,
on,
we
man?
are bleeding. We're bleeding edge today. We are literally bleeding edge today, man. This is crazy.
So much
Yes,
happening,
sir.
folks. His other camera dies on him. He's jumping on a different camera. Some of the things that are programmed dies on me, and I'm also jumping on a different one, and I'm adjusting this camera. I mean, there's a lot happening, but this is technology.
Yeah, man.
This
But
is how
this
you
is
jump
why we
into
do
it.
this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the beauty of going live, though. This is the beauty of going live and being one of the first to do certain things.
And
So
can
I'm
I say
excited.
this? Can I say this? You were the one who trained me and told me to have two cameras, so that if one camera dies, I'm always ready for the next. I'm always prepared, man. So I'm super happy I had this second camera while the other one kind of charges back up. But yeah, we're good to go. Let's
Absolutely.
do this.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So I know some folks will be watching this right now and will be like, okay, first of all, how do you even get started, right? By getting into this VR thing or Quest or Metaverse. What do I need hardware wise?
Gotcha.
Is it an arm and a leg? Give us a little step by step for the folks that really don't know anything about it. And then after that, we'll talk about making money, right?
Making
Who are
money.
the folks that are
Come
making
on,
money and
let's
what are the
talk about it.
potentials that are available to that? So let's start by how do you get into this whole thing? Let us know.
Oh, all right, man. I'm gonna make it real easy. You buy yourself one of these Quest 2s. The Quest 2 is literally $299 for the 128 gigabyte model. You can actually get a refurbished one for $249. And there are some people who may be selling them on Facebook Marketplace in different places a little bit cheaper. But the barrier to entry is around $250 to $299. And then for the bigger model, the 256 model, you get $399. That's the barrier to entry. Literally, with just that, you can enter the metaverse. It's that simple. It's that simple because Horizon Worlds, Spatial, all these other applications that allow you to get into the metaverse are completely free to join. So do I need to say that one more time? I think a lot of time people think they see what people are doing and they're going, man, I don't have the money to do that. All it takes, the barrier to entry is, can you invest? Notice I didn't say buy. I said, can you invest $300 into your brand? Can you invest $300 into what you're trying to do and trying to grow in that technology and not being left behind the curve? Of course, it is bleeding technology. However, it's technology that's always advancing. We were literally on this call preparing for this, and I was saying, "Oh yeah, let me use my hand tracking." And JP was like, "Wait a minute. There's hand tracking on this?" Yeah, there's hand tracking on this. The technology, literally, since I had it day one when the Quest 2 came out. It has had 40 updates since that time, and literally I have seen it get new features that just blows my mind, like the feature of us being in a virtual home that just came out today. That just happened today. So it's just incredible, man. It's just incredible what you can do with this device. That's how you get started. Once you have the Quest 2, you download an application like Horizon Worlds, as long as you're 18 and up, in America, Canada, or the UK, until they're going to be continuing to roll that out to other countries. But basically what you're going to want to do is download Horizon Worlds or Spatial. There's a few others, but those are the two main popular ones. And you're going to set up your avatar. You're going to go to some tutorials, and you are ready to get started with not only building in a metaverse, but exploring a type of metaverse.
Wow. Okay. So folks, as you can see, is pretty much at an arm's reach. Is not breaking the bank. Is not
right.
Gonna make you go crazy. Literally, the cell phones that we're using today are more expensive than
come on
than the Quest. I mean,
come on.
Currently in 2022 and above, the cell phones is hard to find a good smartphone for $200. I mean, $250. You tell me if you find a good one. Let me know. Right? So for literally half of the price of a good smartphone, you can get yourself tap into the future, right? And you can get started here, and you download games for free, fellas. Everything we did today, and I gotta say, everything we did in the metaverse today, we didn't pay a dime. The home,
that's right.
Creating, inviting folks to join your party, all of those stuff. We didn't pay a dime. The only thing we spent money on was the hardware to be able to connect to our head. Now, for small businesses, owners, coaches, folks that want to make money in the metaverse, how on earth can somebody even fathom to start making money in the virtual world? Jay Dunn, teach us, let us know.
So number one, just do you have an idea? Okay, can we talk about that for a second? Do you have an idea. Let's say it's a podcast. Let's say you have something called Content Creator University. Now, let's think about this. For instance, we're on YouTube right now. You're pulling up comments on the screen. You're live streaming. We were just in the metaverse. You even tried to beta test and pull people into your home while we were doing it. What is the purpose, and how could you monetize that? Imagine being able to build a content creator university that looks like a real university in the metaverse, and invite content creators in to talk, handshake, walk, and see you face to face while you give a conversation in speech or conference without ever leaving your home.
Hold on.
Now,
Repeat that. Without what?
Without ever leaving your home. You know how the conference, this is the part. You can build a whole world around your brand. And then once you have that world, you can have your customers or new clientele or people who are interested in your brand come into your world to see your information, to see the products that you sell, whether it's something you're selling or services you're selling, or you are a nonprofit and you want to explain your purpose of why your nonprofit should be donated into. You literally have all of this stuff at the palm of your hands. People can come visit it from, watch this, your business hours don't matter in the metaverse.
There we go.
You can have a whole world of business hours, so you don't have to have a store that closes and opens. You can literally have a world that has all the explanations. I've seen people have recordings in their world that when you walk up to a certain product, it begins to the product around you, the area around you begins to speak audio out and explain to you what that product is, how much it costs, etc. I've seen people create worlds around their belief systems, like I said, the church. I've seen people create worlds around their nonprofits, and I've even seen people create complete new business ideas that just blow my mind. It's just an incredible thought process that goes into doing it. So, number one, have an idea. Number two, begin to explore. Here's where the investment is. You can go the route of building the world yourself. You can go into Horizon Worlds. You can go into a spatial and begin to go through the tutorials, get your hands dirty and begin to build. But just like most brands, a lot of times you're going to be like, man, I don't have time to make the flyer. I got to make 40 flyers a week. I don't have time to build a website. I got to go to a JP. I got to go to a Jay Dunn. I got to go to somebody who already knows how to do this, right? So the next investment would be go into a few worlds. Go take a tour around other worlds and see, man, who built this world? Maybe I want someone who's already a builder to help me build, or I can invest some financially into that person and they can just build a world for me. Then once the world is actually built, figure out how you want to monetize it. Now, here's the key. Right now in Horizon Worlds, they're literally beta testing in a world purchasing. Now, I want to explain to you why this is so major, because this is the future of commerce. Right now, Wendy's is in the metaverse. That's right.
Hey, I want you to slow down. Say it again so they can hear what you said. Right now,
let's do this.
Wendy's.
Right now, Wendy's is in the metaverse. BMW is in the metaverse. Fender, the guitar maker, is in the metaverse. There's so many incredible companies that are actually beginning to accept and know it's time. Target is in the metaverse. Like it's blowing my mind how fast. The NBA just recently partnered with Horizon Worlds and had a whole world, had videos playing in it. It had a court where you can shoot a ball, and you could even take the jersey shooter and shoot jerseys on people. It's incredible, and it was a way to link into the 75-year anniversary of the NBA. And this is just all around branding and bringing more people into the thought process of what you're trying to do. Let me explain this to you more deeply. Now that you have the idea, now that you have the world, what power does that yield you? What power does that yield you to tell your unique story? Now, I know JP is all about, when it comes to branding, telling your unique story. And these worlds I've seen, and like I said, me and my wife have been building. We're going to be launching a plethora of worlds very soon. We are now able to tell the story of our business. We're now able to tell that narrative and walk people through the process of that creation with the metaverse. You can literally walk into my website.
Hold up.
Okay,
I don't
come
think
on,
they
come on,
got
come
it.
on.
I don't think they
I
got
don't think
that
they.
part.
I don't think they got it either.
It
I don't
went
think
too
they got it either.
fast. Repeat that,
Yeah.
please.
You can literally walk into the website, your website, my website. So if we have a website, we have a business called Honest Leaf Media, and it's a metaverse first company where we're literally trying to help brands, individuals, small businesses, and corporations launch into the metaverse first, right? And so the whole idea of this is that our website, we have a physical website that you can go to, right? But we also have a digital world you go to where you're literally embodied in our world with all of our different offices and our mantra, our whole ideas, and why we have a business. We can have our business meetings inside the metaverse. I can sit across from you. It's a surreal feeling. We brought JP in there, right? And JP's in there, and he's like, whoa, y'all know how
Loved it,
JP's
man.
animated.
Loved
He was
it.
like, whoa, wait. So this is, you guys did this, and it's like, yeah. So imagine bringing in people who have never put that headset on, and it's fully immersive. So when you turn to the left, you turn to the right, you're seeing it full. Your brand colors are on the wall. Your whole office decorations, how you want. And there's some people who may never have had a physical location. Well, now you can have a digital office in a skyscraper, on the moon, wherever you want to have it at. That's your identity. That's the power of being able to monetize in the metaverse. So number one, have an idea. Number two, either learn how to build or invest into a builder. And number three, begin to think about your story behind building this Web3 immersiveness that's going to pull people into that funnel. We talk about that in branding, pull people more into your funnel. And then once you have those three things, you already checked off the list to begin to monetize your world. Whether that is, this is just a stopgate for you to get more information about what I'm doing, or if it's a way to literally, there's some items in here that you want to digitally buy. Let me go into the NFT and crypto part of this, because we're still scratching the surface of what the metaverse is. Because if you only think it's Horizon Worlds, or you only think it's spatial, you completely missed the idea of what the metaverse is. Picture the metaverse as what the web is today. Okay. So if I want to purchase something, I'm going to Amazon. Well, Amazon's going to have its own metaverse. Where
There you go.
Imagine going into an Amazon Walmart type building, right? And when you walk to an item and you grab it with your controller, or you even with hand tracking, you grab it with your physical hands and put it in your cart, it puts it in your real cart in the real world, right? And then when you say buy, and let's say you want to look at the headphones. How those headphones look on my head? Oh, wait. You put them on your head.
And hold up. The part that people may have missed is without leaving your home.
Yeah.
Let me let that sit for a second.
Yeah.
Proceed, brother.
Yeah. So you're in the Amazon world, right? You're in the Amazon world. You're putting stuff in your cart. And this is the thing. I know a lot of people. I know when you guys see my content, or you see content about Horizon or Spatial, you look, they look cartoony. They don't look real. Photorealistic avatars are much, much more closer than you imagine. Meta, which is the company who built the Quest 2, is actually beta testing those features right now in their own labs. And I believe within the next 6 months to a year, we're going to begin to see the first versions of what looks like a photorealistic avatar. Because even though the Quest 2 has been out for 2 years, there's a new headset coming very soon called Project Cambria that will be launching this year that has face tracking and eye tracking. Okay. So face tracking and eye tracking means it notices your movements of your mouth, your eye movements of what you look at as well. It's going to be able to tell your expressions. And with that, those cameras will now be able to make a 3D model of your face. So now you're saying, so when I say pick up some headphones in the Amazon metaverse, and you pick them up, you can put them on your real head and go, those look pretty nice. You can pick up a dress, right, or a suit and go, let me see what that looks like, and put it on yourself and go, yeah, that looks pretty good. Put that in the cart. Imagine now. I think a lot of entrepreneurs are thinking. I think it's starting to hit now. You're only seeing the cartooniness of Horizon Worlds, but photorealistic metaverses are coming way sooner. And Horizon is still in beta. This is just it's like a test bed. It's like what could be done with this? It's just the start. So imagine as we get better and better technology, because this is like the iPhone 1. Okay.
There you go.
This is like let's we could take even a step further. This is like the Nokia phone with the green screen with the snake game on it. Okay. That's how rudimentary this technology is today versus what it's going to be in 5 years or what they're projecting within the next 10. So the question is going to come up in the comment section. The question is going to come up. So if it's not mature now, why do it now? Oh, I'm so glad you asked, because you have the power to shape it. You have the power to create the narrative. You have the power to make put your flag in the ground. This is a new reality. Okay, and not to go super it's kind of spiritual in a way, because you're literally embodied in an avatar. You're literally a spirit. You are a spirit into an avatar, right? So it's a very spiritual situation. There's even been moments when I've done virtual dates, like with my wife, and she'll reach over, and she's in another room and I'm in my room, and she'll reach over and kiss me, right? And I can literally, it's this weird feeling, but I can kind of feel it a little bit. And it's the idea of closeness that you just can't get. I pitched this to my mom. I said, Mom, your grandkids right now, they live in Texas. I said, what if we all had headsets and you just wanted to visit them? You could just put your headset on and just go travel to their home in VR, or go into a row with them and enjoy a movie. Like literally what we was just doing just now inside of JP's home on his Quest 2. We could have pulled up a menu and started watching a movie right there together. He's where he's at, I'm where I'm at, and we could just be in total sync watching.
Now let me take this to a whole different level.
Let's go.
So that folks, you can have a different perspective of how serious and how important this bleeding technology is.
Say that.
And how this is so important for us to dive into it today, right? Why is it so important for us not to wait and to dive into that? I'm sure most of you have heard about write your vision down. Write your vision down.
Say that.
Right? That's what we heard for years. Write your vision down.
That's it.
Now we're not just going to write the vision. We are going to walk in the vision.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
step back for a second. Think about what I'm saying. You are going to walk. Anything that you imagine in your head, you can literally walk in it. You can literally touch it.
Yes.
Experience it, feel it before it becomes tangible to anybody. That is literally vision abstract made manifest for you to touch. Think about how powerful what it is that we're talking about.
Wow.
If you ever had any problem creating, you ever had any problem believing in what God has deposited in you for you to tap to the next level. Now, I'm telling you, it's not just in your head. Now it's all around you. Now you're inside of it. Now you can put it in your pocket. You can walk with it. You can sleep in it. You can take a shower in it. Now you are the vision. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wow, that's so good.
This literally makes you that vision, that idea, that thing that God has put inside of you to take you to the high level that you know you need to get to. Now, here's the deal. There will be a time, I want you guys to mark this. There will be a time, just like how my guest Jay Dunn explained, right? There will be a time where we will stop saying, have you visited my website?
Come on, man. You better
we'll stop
say that.
saying that.
Yeah.
No, we'll start saying, have you been inside my website?
Oh, say that.
Not have you visited. Have you been inside my website?
Yeah.
Oh, you own a storefront in Canada? Guess what? I am in, I don't know, Chicago.
Yeah.
I can visit your store virtually before I even think of coming to Canada.
Yes.
Now, here's the flip side. Even though right now people cannot do physical monetary transactions, by people visiting your world in there. The information for them to actually physically spend money with you is right in front of their eyes. Correct. And if they like what they see, guess what they're going to do? If I like it virtually, how even better is it going to be in person? Because we all know that as of today, physical is better than virtual.
Yes.
So if you can like the virtual experience, think about what
bro.
this will be when you visit the real experience. Think about you having your building. You've been dreaming to have a building one day.
Yeah.
You can own that building today, family.
That's it, brother.
You don't need to know how to create it. You can simply invest into people like Jeremy Duncan, Onyx Leaf Media, that will create that for you. You can partner with people like me, branding expert, that will help you put things in place to brand you properly. Hey, believe it or not, we are working on our own world in the metaverse. It's coming.
Come on, man. Say that.
The question is, do you believe it enough to surround yourself with the people that are going to allow you to walk in that vision and see it manifest? If you can't, fellas, if you cannot in this generation, this world that we're living in today, if you cannot tap into that, there's nothing else. It can't be this easy, man. There's nothing else possible that you can use.
Let me say this. You know, before the situations in 2020, before the pandemic, literally, no one knew what Zoom was. A lot of people never used Zoom. Churches weren't using Facebook. That was the devil. But literally, my mom knows how to use Zoom better than me because that's how all meetings were done. Right? So imagine now. That's flat screen. That's, it's there, it's video. And that's what I'm trying to get people to see. We always want to, when we see new technology, like, oh, that's not, do you know in 1990s, the web internet was called a fad. It was called a fad. Oh, this is just going to blow over. It's not going to go nowhere. And now it's how everybody does everything. It's how we let people know. That's how I found out my mama was out of town. Like, that's literally how, I didn't even know you was out of town. I saw a picture on Facebook. Like, literally, that's how everything is done right now. That's where we're going with the metaverse. Business meetings. Imagine the businessman who right now has to board a plane to go to Japan, take that same plane from Japan back to the UK, from the UK back to America, for going through different things like that, where they could just put a headset on, just put some AR glasses on,
there you go,
and then travel to the offices. Here's the thing. Right now, we only see it in the projection of in these headsets that look super bulky, but I guarantee you within the next couple of years, you're going to begin to see these things get smaller, thinner, and then it lasts longer, look better, look cleaner. Just like the iPhone. Don't forget the first iPhone had no apps. Now what's going on with that iPhone? You know, before we didn't even have Bluetooth. You know, technology is going to keep advancing. And what's incredible about what you just said is walking into your vision. I didn't think about it until you said it, but when you're building in an application like Horizon World, you literally have to build with your hands. You're literally taking shape. This is such a faith thing. Like, it's so good. Like, you can preach a message on this. You literally have to take a blank canvas and make it be something, so that when people come into your world and they say, wow, from nothing you made, I ain't gonna preach, but from nothing, just from your mind, you crafted something with your hands. If this is not vision walking, if this is not purpose driven thought processes, I don't know what is. To be able to take something out of your head and then with your own hands, with shapes, and end up manipulating and making that dream come reality. And it's a reality that now not only can you walk through, others can too. And that's the power of the metaverse. That by itself is enough to invest. That by itself is enough to at least put the headset on and try it. That's enough to have people be able to walk through and in your vision. Come on, man. All right, you can take the collector.
Microphone dropped, fam.
Yeah,
microphone
that's
dropped. All right.
Yeah.
And we're at the end of the show. Okay,
Come
we
on,
are the end
say
of the
that.
show, family. And so again, go back, replay this thing, connect with us. Jay Dunn is in the metaverse. Send him a friend request. I am in the metaverse. JP Hightek. Send me a friend request. Let's connect. Let's grow together. And remember this thing. There's one of the crises that we're dealing with today is house crisis. Real estate is booming. Yeah. Remember when it was just land. How affordable was it? I guarantee you the price that we're paying today for this metaverse thing. Let me say that again, family.
You say that again?
The price that we're paying today for this bleeding edge technology, today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price.
Well, you better. I need to go get my wallet. I need to sew into this. That's it, bro. Come on with it.
Remember that. So if you really want to own your real estate in the metaverse at a fraction of the price,
that's it.
Today is the time to get in.
Yeah.
We want to see you there because we're already there. And we believe that you can be there as well. Let's grow. Let's create.
Look, I'm going back.
Let's envision. And you guys already know. This is the end of the show. We're going to get back to where we're going. And this is it, family. So let me go ahead and take up my glasses and tell you goodbye. This is the end of the show. Jay Dunn, I appreciate you.
Yes,
everything
sir.
You've said, everything you've done for us tonight. And like I love doing it. If you have, you know what I'm about to say. You need to turn it off before I say what I'm about to say. All right? See you guys next time. Hey, Alexa, turn off Office.
Hey.